Godrevy in St Ives Bay is a jewel in the coastal crown of Cornwall, noted for its beautiful beaches, surf and its remarkable quality of light. But there are pressures on this special place too. The dramatic recent storms have threatened access to Godrevy Beach. What are you doing to keep that beach accessible?
Well, it's a really tricky problem. You know, some of the storms that we faced, certainly over the winter of 2013, 2014, were extremely violent. You know, waves crashing over the top of Godrevy Lighthouse and pounding into the soft cliffs. You know, these storms are easily capable of taking many metres of cliff out just overnight. We did lose one kind of significant beach access point at Godrevy over that winter, and we've maintained the other two. I think it's important also to point out that it's not just the storms that cause the erosion. The heavy rainfall that we increasingly experience throughout the summer months now with climate change, they soften up the ground, and actually we also lose lots of our cliffs through cliff falls during the summer months. We've been working for a number of years with our tenants, our neighbouring landowners and all the kind of statutory bodies like Natural England and English Heritage to look for a way forward really. It's a very beautiful site, it's very popular, it's got lots of wildlife interest. Visually it's stunning, it's got Godrevy Lighthouse offshore and that brings somewhere between 300,000–400,000 people a year. So we want to maintain access, we feel that's very important. So that gives us difficult choices, perhaps taking a road back inland through the dunes, relocating the car park to a less sensitive area so that we can continue to allow people to come to Godrevy and enjoy it as they have for decades.
Why is Godrevy Beach so important to local people?
I think there's a combination of things. First, it's about its location. Some of the largest kind of urban centres in Cornwall are very close to Godrevy, so it's very, very important for those local people. And then during the kind of the high season for tourism, it's centred around St Ives Bay. It's at the northeastern tip of St Ives Bay, so lots of people who are gathering in that area, they choose to come to Godrevy just because it's so beautiful, just because it's so accessible.
How much time do you have to play with in terms of coming up with alternative access?
Best guess is somewhere between 5 or 10 years we will really be facing, you know, problems with the access road being undercut and no longer safe. Of course, it could go in one large lump at any time. We may have slightly longer. So it's always slightly unknown, but we reckon in 5 to 10 years we need to be in a place to offer an alternative or a kind of a plan for the way forward.
If you change the access, how's that going to affect the way people use the shore?
Well, at the moment, the main car park is on the headland, which is quite a wild area. There's been quite a lot of impact just from kind of car erosion and pedestrian access erosion around that area. We feel that by kind of relocating the car park and the access road, we can actually make the site much more robust. That'll be better for access, it'll be better for wildlife, it'll be better for all concerned.